Hi everyone. In this video I am going to show you one of my favorite mech builds of all time. Let me get this straight. This is not the first time when I am going to be showing you this build. And as a matter of fact, my previous video was about exactly the same build as well. Which is the Annihilator armed with the 4 autocannons, albeit an X solid slug, complemented by 4 small lasers. I've talked a lot about this particular configuration and its details in my previous video, so I'm not going to be reiterating much on this subject here. So if you want to learn more about this build, please check out my previous video. So why am I making a second video about this build? Okay, so in the first video I've shown you how this configuration works in a highly dense urban environment and in a very small combat area, which was 9 square kilometers. This particular lance of 4 Annihilators that are equipped identically, me and 3 of my AI lance mates, all of us together have managed to destroy 29 enemy mechs in total. 29 enemy mechs in total, not to mention all the trash targets like tanks, helicopters, turrets, whatever. I myself have killed 22 mechs, 22 enemy mechs in that mission. Now, the reason why I am making a second video about this build is because I want to demonstrate you how versatile this mech is. Just so you know that it's not a one-trick pony like that it can do many things actually. For that reason I came into this system right here, which is right nearby the previous one, because it's got this Warzone contract, this particular Warzone contract, which happens in a totally different environment from the previous mission and the previous video alike. This time around the battle area is twice as large. It's 18 square kilometers as opposed to 9 kilometers in the previous one. And it also happens in this sulfurous kind of biome, which is hopefully a little bit more flat and, you know, more of an open field type of environment, as opposed to dense urban area as in the previous video. So here, hopefully we will get an opportunity to work at longer ranges as opposed to short ranges, you know, in that mega city kind of scenario in the previous video. Okay, let's go ahead and take this contract. So even though we have rival mercenaries in this area, it is highly unlikely that we will encounter them because the base payout is kinda low. You know, like, let's say this mission here, the base payout is kinda high, suggesting that most likely you will, most definitely you will encounter these guys. But here, because it's slow, then it's highly unlikely. So let's go ahead and take this contract. Let's max everything out, and let's see how it's gonna work. So once again, absolutely nothing is gonna be changed in here either. It's gonna be exactly the same setup. Same mech builds, same Annihilators, equipped identically, and exactly the same lance mates. Same story, different environment and a different type of mission. Let's see what it's gonna look like. Also, hopefully, I will get a chance to demonstrate and talk about some of my tactics which I use for these kinds of missions, mainly the Warzone types of contracts and the Battlefield types of contracts, which are very similar with only one difference.
Weapons online.
So here is what we are gonna do. Let's try to remember this place on a map where we are being dropped off, because this is also where we are going to be picked up at. Maybe not exactly the same spot, but it's gonna be right nearby. This is always the case with these kinds of missions. So we better stay nearby.
Enemy mech incoming.
Target destroyed.
But of course, we need to go to the waypoint and check in there. I'm going to be very careful with how I'm wasting my ammo. It is more of an open field kind of situation in here. But we do have some obstacles like rocks and hills, so it's not exactly, you know, a flat type of situation. Oh wow, he's not down after this. Already wasted more ammo than I wanted to, because in this kind of mission, in order to get the most out of it, you wanna stay past the negotiated contract time in order to make some extra cash in bonuses. So let's gradually start walking backwards to our extraction point, potential extraction point. One of the worst things that you can do in these types of missions is to chase down enemy targets. Never run after the enemies here. Instead, let them come to you. Because it's their agenda to destroy you, and they will come to you no matter what. So why wasting time and energy going after them when instead they can come to you?
In position, Commander.
Chasing down enemy targets in the Warzone or a Battlefield types of contracts is the way to acquiring unnecessary damage and losing components.
On our way.
I will try to keep my lance mates in front of me while I will be sniping targets. I'm not going to be shooting at them yet because we have this, you know, obstacle in here, and because our arms are positioned kinda low.
Here we go.
There is a chance that we may hit the ground. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going.
Repositioning complete.
So this is approximately where we were dropped off.
Target acquired.
Let's stay here.
Target destroyed.
Okay,
Relocated, Commander.
then we have this blackjack. He's hiding.
Reports additional
You know,
forces
he's
entering
smart.
the engagement
He's
area,
smart.
Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Oops,
At
that was
requested location,
bad shot.
Commander.
Focus.
Target destroyed.
Copy. We're moving, Commander.
New target, Atlas.
Atlas. Stalker, okay. Some assault mechs.
We're moving.
So, I will use my lance mates to distract these
Incoming.
enemies while I will be
Move order complete.
trying to snipe them. Ah, looks like it
Repositioning
doesn't
complete.
work. They still
Target
focus
Clear
on
the
me.
glowing mech hull. Confirmed, Commander. Moving on target. Mech destroyed.
Okay, let's keep them
We're
over
off your
here.
mic.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
I've arrived. Arrived at requested, Commander.
Not an ideal firing position. I need to walk somewhere
Contact! Enemy
higher
mech!
over here.
Skull unit has a visual on mercenary scum.
New target, Black Knight.
The Black Knight.
Big kill confirmed.
Okay, good job.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Supercharger. This is how he's running so fast. Oh,
Target destroyed.
nice job.
Boom! Enemy mech eliminated.
Yeah, my lance mates are doing great
Target acquired.
here.
Target
Nice,
destroyed.
nice. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. This. Oops. Ah,
Looks like
that
you've
was
got
a
their
waste.
attention.
That was a
I'm
waste.
showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Target acquired.
It's kind of far. Should I waste the ammo or should I not too? Oh,
Target
look at this.
destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired.
2 atlases.
New target, Catapult.
Okay, one is gone. I'm
We're
gonna
on it, Commander.
assign my lance mates to that target while I focus on this atlas.
That was a big explosion. Nice kill, Commander.
Let's get rid of this catapult. They can cause a lot of damage.
Mech kill confirmed.
Okay,
Mission complete, Commander.
Well,
Every
let's
kill
stick
from
around.
here out is bonus pay.
now
Stick around as long as you like, but don't get too overconfident.
you see how good this
Enemy
build
forces
is?
still have a sizable hold of this area. Fall back to the mark nav point when you're ready for evac.
Move order complete. Reposition successful, Commander.
I will let them deal with this blackjack because I wanna save
In
my
position, Commander.
ammo for something more substantial than that.
All guns on shared target.
Okay, deal with this rifleman.
Enemy mech nullified.
archer.
acquired.
Yeah, those things can do a lot of damage.
Incoming missile.
Copy. We're on it, sir. Target mech down. Explosive kill,
So,
Commander.
it's unfair how good this mech is, okay? Particularly this build.
We're on the
Did you
move.
see how I destroyed those 2 Atlases even before they've managed to get close enough to fire even a single shot? This is
At the requested
amazing.
position, Commander.
This is amazing. Looks like
Relocated,
we have
Commander.
some ground vehicle there. It is way too far.
At
It's
requested location, Commander.
too far for a crappy MechWarrior 5 sensors to detect it. You see, the weapon is great, it shoots that far, but the stupid sensor does not lock on target that far. I've said this before, I will say this again. MechWarrior 5 sensor is a total garbage. We have far better targeting systems and radars today, in the 21st century. I don't know what these people were thinking when they were designing this game. If you can see the target, your sensor should be able to detect it instantaneously. Any airborne target, whatever isn't hiding behind mountains or various types of obstacles, the sensors should detect it no problem.
Enemy mech forces
It's
spotted
not the
operating
case
in
in this
area.
game.
Watch out for them.
New target. Phoenix Hawk.
What do we get?
Enemy mech.
I'm just trying to be very careful with how I'm using my ammo in here. I'd rather let my lance mates dealing with those smaller targets, because you never know what we can get next. Okay, let's just do a single shot. Oops. Kind of a waste.
Target mech
Alright, nailed
eliminated.
him. Yeah, I will let them deal with this, because they are in a good shape. They can handle those. Not gonna bother with this flea or phoenix.
Hostile mech down.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna help you, but the rest is up to you.
Target destroyed.
Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it, because who knows what we may be getting next, and my ammo is half depleted. Almost. Am I close enough to the extraction point? Yeah. So once again, never run after enemy targets here, ever. Let them come to you. This is the situation, exactly the situation where good offense is a good defense. Take a defensive position and hold the line. Do not run after anyone. And stay close to the extraction
Tangos appear
point.
to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Stay safe. This is how you get the most out of these types of missions. I've always used these tactics and it always worked well for me.
Destroyed.
Nice.
Target acquired.
The only exception to this rule is when something stupid happens, like for instance when an enemy target gets stuck somewhere, either a ground vehicle or a mech, which unfortunately sometimes happens here. This is a bug. In those types of situations, In those types of situations, I will still keep the same spot while sending my lance mates instead to deal with the targets, but I wouldn't move.
Enemy reactor is about to blow. Nice kill, Commander.
Yes, so just in case, you know, if an enemy target gets stuck somewhere, send your lance mates, but don't leave this place yourself. Is he stuck? No. Is he getting here? Have to be careful with how I spend my ammo in here. Should I let him close, or should I try from the distance? Where is he?
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Another blackjack. How many blackjacks did we have here? It
Baddie
seems like
Mech's on radar.
we had lots of them. Who is shooting at my lance mates? The PPCs. Well, where are they coming from? Okay.
I just messed that mech up.
Nice job.
Target acquired.
The Vindicator. That's where those PPCs are coming from. Trying to focus. Okay, he's getting hit, but he's not down.
Target destroyed.
Archer, another archer, believe it or not.
New target Archer.
Okay, we'll deal with him.
Boom! Right in the face.
Tank. What should I do about this tank? Running low on ammo already. Running low.
Target acquired.
But once again, I absolutely love this build.
Enemy
This is
reinforcements
one of my
spotted in the area.
favorite
They look like
mechs
they're
of
heading your
all
way.
time. Then there is another ground vehicle. Again, sensor cannot detect targets that far. This crappy sensor. Okay,
Target
finally
destroyed.
nailed him.
Target destroyed.
Alright, that was a good shot.
Target acquired.
Archer, and who is the second mech in there? So let's finally detected this ground vehicle. Oh, that was a miss. Alright, got him. The Archer. Let's get rid of the Archer. Those are dangerous. LRM-40 is no joke. Can do lots of damage.
Yeah, nice shooting. That cockpit is a mess.
Okay. Where is the second one? Did they destroy it? I guess they did. Let's wait a little bit. They will show up
Additional
eventually.
contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Okay, there is one. Looks like a Vulcan, really far away. Let him
New
get a bit
target
closer.
Vulcan.
Dropship coming. Another dropship coming. Wow,
Target
another
acquired.
Archer, Shadowhawk,
New target Grasshopper.
and then Grasshopper. Let's get rid of the Archer first. 'Cause this
Nice kill, Commander. That mech went crit, too.
Target destroyed.
Okay. There is a Vulcan. Running low on ammo. Think what I'm gonna do. I will let my lance mates to deal with this Vulcan. I don't wanna waste my ammo on this one. In case if something arrives, something more substantial arrives here, because those Vulcans, they are kinda weak. I don't wanna waste my ammo on a Vulcan. My lance mates will handle this mech. Let's see what kind of shape they are. Yeah, I mean, more or less decent shape. We can still hang around a little bit more.
Target
here.
mech spotted.
Target
Okay,
acquired.
yeah, go deal with it.
Another mech kill for me.
Nice. Let's
You
wait
must
a
have
little bit.
really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
Won't have to wait for too long for something to appear. Who do we get this time around? Oh wow, another Atlas. Look at this. Atlas Mahler. Wow. Okay. Alright. Hopefully I will have enough ammo. Okay, this Vindicator.
Incoming
His
missile.
PPC is gone.
Commander Jones about
This
to
is like the
explode.
fourth
Clear the area.
Atlas that I am killing here.
Whoa, nice headshot.
Let's get rid of this Thunderbolt. And then we'll take care of the Mahler. I have only 16 rounds.
Target acquired.
Okay, girls, get this
What's your focusing
catapult
target?
for me. I'm gonna focus on this Mahler.
Incoming missile.
Critical kill. Nice work, Commander.
Get rid of this catapult, please.
Enemy bleeding.
Yeah, I have no more ammo. Get rid of this guy,
Engaging
please.
shared target ID.
Alright, fine, fine.
Enemy reactor breach detected.
Okay, well, no more ammo for me. No more ammo. It's time to get out
Hostiles
here.
inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
Look at how much money I've made in
Have you made it
bonuses.
out of there
You may
alive,
be
Commander?
wondering, how
Stand by for
come
pickup.
did I manage to make over 6 millions in bonuses? I have a mod for that. That mod comes in two different versions. The light version and the heavy version. I'm using the light version. It increases your bonus payout. And this kind of mod I believe that everyone should have. Why? Because you're staying past the negotiated contract time, you're risking to lose your components, you're risking to lose your lance mates and getting some mechs destroyed. For that matter, you should be properly compensated. Okay? Because what the original MechWarrior 5 pays you in bonuses is a pity for those types of scenarios. You are doing a very good job when you are staying the past negotiated contract time, and the good labor is never a cheap labor, while cheap labor is usually not a good labor. For that matter, I believe that you should be properly compensated for your work. Okay? Having said this, in order for a Warzone or a Battlefield type of mission to be successful, and in order to get the most out of them, you should be able to stay longer. Because if you are only completing a bare minimum, whatever is required by the contract, then I don't normally consider it to be a successful mission. Anyways, enough of this stuff, but I would highly recommend installing this mode, because you should be getting paid what you deserve, what you've earned. Alright, let's finally take a look at this graph. So, 20 mech kills for me, 9 mech kills for this girl, 5 mech kills for this one, and then 6 mechs for this one. It's even more than the previous mission, okay? So, 29, 34, 40 mech kills in total. Should I say more? Are you gonna tell me that the Annihilator is a some kind of niche kind of mech? You know that it's not versatile. That you know, like it's a specialized mech which may actually fail at its specialization. Give me the break. This is one of the best mechs in this game, provided you configure it properly. Alright? 40 mech kills. I don't even care about all this, you know, trash targets like, you know, air units, turrets, vehicles. All that doesn't matter. I never count those things. Mech kills. 40 mech kills per lance. 20 mech kills for me. You know, they like telling those stories, the lore story, Amaris Civil War. There was a prototype, the variant of a Rifleman, Rifleman 3, a 100-ton assault mech, armed with 4 Gauss rifle. It never went into a serial production. It happened during Amaris Civil War. It was just, you know, an experimental prototype. So the way everybody likes, you know, to talk about this story. Oh, Rifleman 3 prototype armed with 4 Gauss rifles have managed to destroy 16 enemy mechs before it got destroyed itself. Alright, well. And they say like, wow, this is unbelievable. Well, you know, I would say, yeah, 16 mechs, that's kinda cute. How about 20 mech kills? How about 22 mech kills, as I've done in the previous mission, huh? You don't need 4 Gauss rifles to do something like that. Annihilator, 4 LB-10X solid slag, whatever this thing called, you know, kind of complicated title. This is all you need. This is all you ever need, and it's suitable for any kind of mission. Alright, so that's you know, sort of my rambling in here. Once again, I'm not gonna go into much detail about this build. I already talked enough about it in my previous mission. Let's just, you know, check for the upgrades. These are the upgrades. These are the weapon groups. And once again, this is the loadout. Let's repair this. So this is the loadout. I'm not gonna say much about it because I've said enough about it in my previous video. Not gonna waste any time for this. It's kinda noisy in here now. I've recently started this channel a few weeks ago, and so far most of the videos which I've done in here were related to mostly related to the Annihilator chassis. So one may wonder, it's kind of noisy in here. Let's go here. One may wonder, why am I doing so many videos about the Annihilator? Different kinds of builds and, you know, configurations. The reason is because this, in my opinion, is one of the most misunderstood mechs in the games, and underappreciated, I should say, underappreciated. There is a YouTube channel out there which I would highly recommend checking out to anyone. It's called I believe it's called Big Red 40 Tech. I will leave the link to that channel. The guy who runs this channel is doing absolutely amazing job. He is telling the history behind every mech in the battle tech, its history, its specifications, and also talks a lot about the battle tech history. Amazing storyteller. Absolutely love his channel, and you should definitely check it out. I will leave the link in the description. So I absolutely love his channel. And one of his videos was on the history of the Annihilator. Again, great video. He talks a lot about the history of the Annihilator, about how, you know, Wolf Dragoons, the mercenary, the mercenaries, Wolf's Dragoons, brought the Annihilator to the inner sphere. Initially, sort of like they reintroduced it. Anyways, I'm not gonna tell you this story. Go ahead, check out his video. It's really, really good. He will tell you the story of this mech a lot better than I would. He's a native English speaker and he's amazing storyteller. But anyways, so it was a really good story. However, you know, the conclusions which he drew about the Annihilator chassis, in short, were something like, okay, the Annihilator, the problems with the Annihilator, that it comes heavily under-armored and it moves very slow. It cannot relocate itself efficiently and cannot adapt to a cannot adapt well to changing battlefield situation. And that his final conclusion was that it's a niche kind of mech, very specialized mech, which may fail at its specialization. even though I really love this guy's channel, I love his videos, here I have to respectfully disagree about this kind of conclusion. In fact, I only partly agree about it. I only partly agree because, yes, when Annihilator comes in stock, let me actually, you know, retract this this work order. By the way, no one had lost any components. We are all in a decent shape in here. So, yes, when Annihilator comes in stock, let me show you the original loadout. This is the original loadout. Yes, it is highly under-armored. I've talked about in one of my previous videos. 420 points of armor. It's not enough. It's not enough, it's nothing. However, this is up to you to change that. Let's revert back to my configuration. Now, here we've got exactly the same amount of armor as on one of my atlases. No. Not one of my atlases. All of my atlases have exactly the same amount of armor. This chassis is capable to carry the exact amount of armor as an atlas. And it definitely needs it. Okay, so let's get this question out of the way. You can fix it. No experienced player in this game uses stock configuration for any mech. One would always change something. Either it's a weapon loadout or the armor allocation. Okay, so we always change something. And that's the beauty of this game, is that it allows us to change the amount of armor or change the weaponry. So let's get this out of the way right away. So actually, hold on a second. Now, what's the second negative that they talk about? It's too slow, 32 kilometers per hour. Well, here is how I view something like this. You see, most of the assault mechs, the 100-ton assault mechs, with the exception of some, you know, fancy hero variants like that Atlas BH, I'm not gonna talk about this. All of them are walking at 48 kilometers per hour. In the lore, some of those mechs actually are able to walk 54 kilometers per hour, but in this game they are all walking at 48 kilometers for some reason. So while you see, while using assault mechs and walking at 48 kilometers per hour and then changing to, let's say, some heavy mech which walks a 64 kilometers per hour, you feel an instant increase of speed and agility. So the difference between 48 and 64 kilometers is huge. It feels like a massive difference. Now, to me, since all assault mechs are kinda slow, the difference between 48 kilometers and 32 kilometers just doesn't feel quite as massive. It all feels kinda slow, on a slower side. I know it sounds kinda crazy, but you know, maybe because I've been using the Annihilator chassis for too long, this kind of speed doesn't appear to me as a problem. I don't view this in a problem. Here is how I view something like this. Okay, it may be walking somewhat slowly, but it will get the job done real fast. And that is all that matters to me. It may be walking slow, but it still walks. It still walks, and it will still get you from point A to point B. It will still get you to your waypoint destination. Just be a little bit more patient about it, and your patience will be greatly rewarded. Because with these 4 autocannons you just can't beat it. It's amazing how it works. Okay, so the speed isn't an issue for me. Lastly, what is the other negative? What is the other aspect of Annihilator which one could view as a negative? Oh, we have a thunder in here. Oh, it's kinda noisy. Okay, the other negative one might say it's a straight shooting mech. It doesn't carry any missiles, it doesn't have any LRMs. In order to destroy a target, it needs to get a direct view of the target. Okay, well, fair enough. But what's about mechs like, let's say, the Marauders, particularly like, let's say, 2R or 3R variant? Or 5, no, not the 5Gs, I think it's got jump jets. Some other energy-based variant, I forgot what's the model number. Standard Marauders, okay? Don't have any missiles either. What's about the Black Knight? All energy-based Black Knight. Doesn't have any missiles either. No one ever would even think of calling those mechs, either Black Knight or the Marauder, as a niche kind of mech, specialized niche kind of mechs, simply because they don't have any missiles. No one ever would dare to do something like this. Okay, those are widely considered as versatile and well-rounded war horses by many mech warriors. Okay, those are the classic mechs. The rain has just started, so it may be a little bit noisy in here. Let me start the repair works on this. Well, for that matter, this is exactly how I view this Annihilator build. It doesn't have any missiles, but it doesn't make this mech any inferior. To me, this is just as good of a workhorse as any other mech out there. I absolutely love this build, and this is absolutely one of my favorite mechs of all time. You tell me that this is a highly specialized mech that can fail at its specialization. I will tell you that it's unfair how good this mech is. Go ahead and try to get 20 mech kills or 22 mech kills, as in my previous mission, with any other mech, using any other mech. I tell you this, go ahead and get me 20 mech kills without losing any components, using any mech of your choice. Go ahead and try this and make a video of this and post here. I will be very curious to see how you're gonna manage something like that. Alright, so once again, this is... I sound like a broken record. You get the point. amazing build, amazing mech. This is something that I will absolutely take to any kind of mission in this game. Literally any mission in this game. I won't hesitate this. And you should be able to complete any mission successfully using this kind of build. If you cannot do that, well, then, you know, don't blame the mech for that. Okay, it's not the mech's fault. I'm not gonna tell whose fault this is. All I'm gonna tell is that, you know, check the configuration, check your armor allocation, and you might also consider just changing your tactics, but don't blame it on the mech. This mech is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Alright, that was kind of a long speech. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next video. I will try to make more videos about the Annihilator chassis, and will show you different variants and configurations. Some of those configurations may be less successful than this one, I will tell you this right away. Nevertheless, they may also have their place to be. Alright, thanks so much again for taking time to check out this video, and have a nice day, and until the next time.